Hey guys, welcome to this video. I am excited to be walking you through the Synido TempoPad C16. I was already in the market for this device. I reached out to Synido and they were kind enough to send me a copy where I could basically create videos to kind of show you my own workflow as a guitarist, live looper, home-based, music producer and so on. So this is just going to be a super basic introduction video to this wonderful device that I've been using for a couple of days now, in case you are in the market for a MIDI controller. So as you may have noticed, the little jam that I was playing there was actually from my iPhone, which is wirelessly connected to this device. This cable is just so that you could hear it going through my audio interface for the actual video. But this actual device is communicating with my iPhone completely wirelessly. And similarly, it can communicate wirelessly, obviously, with whatever device you're using to create your music, whether it's on an iPad or a laptop. I feel like this device was made for beginners and advanced musicians, but specifically beginners in the sense that people who just want like a no-frills way to kind of get involved creating music without needing to worry about different cables or different audio interfaces, how different things connect to each other. If you do need any additional connections, you have a MIDI through, a MIDI out, a MIDI in, and a USB-C. I normally just use the USB-C to charge the device, probably like once a week, if even. I think the internal battery here is really, really good. But I did want to super quickly just walk you through a couple of overview items around this controller. And in the coming videos, I'm gonna walk you through how I just use this with the Koala Sampler app, which is the video that the app that I was just showing you, where I was playing that little beat at the start, as well as Loopy Pro and a couple of other cool things. But one of the first things that I love about this device instantly is the fact that if you've ever used a MIDI controller before, you probably are familiar with the fact that you need to connect this to a software on your computer to like really map everything out once and then hopefully not need to change it. It is a nightmare, but with this device, you can actually map everything without leaving the device at all. So if I try and show you over here, you could basically click and hold this orange knob and select the pad. And let's see if I can get this to show. Hopefully you could see this a little bit. But yeah, the first item might be a bit hard to see, but basically you can select or cycle between the type of assignment you want to do. So whether it's like a note or a CC or a PC. And also you can do things such as like map out the specific color if you have a color coding system going on, as well as things such as like the MIDI channel that you want this to map out to. I'm sorry if you can't see this really clearly, but it's right now on channel 1 over there. And yeah, you could literally just map it to different MIDI channels so that you don't get your wires crossed. Obviously, you get 16 velocity sensitive pads. You get 8 knobs over here, very cool for like effects and stuff. I kind of demoed that a little bit at the start. You also have these volume faders, or actually faders of anything. Every single button you see over here is fully assignable. The control bank, you could basically map different effects that you could trigger across these different banks. So you basically have 4 control banks and you have 4 pad banks over here. One pretty cool thing about the Synido TempoPad C16 as well is you actually have a sequencer built into this. So just to like demonstrate what this could do, let's say we want this sample over here and we want to create like a simple 16-step sequence around it. So the first thing you do is you click on step and then you click on it again and hold and select the sample that you want. And now you're basically in step mode for that particular sample. So let's say I want to put this here and here. You get the idea. And then let's say I wanted to repeat this for a different sample. Let's say, this one, for example. Again, click on step, press and hold, click on it again. And now you have a different kind of like sketchpad for that particular sample. So let's just say, and so on. It would have been pretty cool to see the sequencer do more than just like have this kind of like fixed 16-step pattern, but it is still pretty cool, I think, in terms of just like sketching out pads, or even if you just want to build like a backbeat and you're playing like a live instrument or something like that, I imagine this could be useful. Anyways, this is a super quick look at the Synido TempoPad C16. As mentioned, this is video 1 of like a series of several others where we'll dive a lot deeper, starting with how you could pair this with the Koala app and use it as a drum machine, as a place to like load up samples and chop them up, and even as a way to kind of like control and launch different clips and things like that. We're going to be looking at Loopy Pro for that particular example, so stay tuned. But yeah, let me know what you thought of this video and anything or any questions that you have about this device. And I look forward to covering them hopefully in the coming videos. So I'll see you soon.